loans if they can't borrow normally. For example,
Okay, morning everyone again. Right, this is the first rapid reasoning video, so we're going to try and start the rapid reasoning because this is the bit that everyone normally finds quite tricky. So I'm going to start with week 1, day 3, just because we did one at school and I did the wrong day, sorry. We did day 2 already, so we'll scrap day 1 and we'll just go straight away from day 3 and see how we get on. So the question says, if you've got your booklet, if not, I've written down all the heights of class 3's sunflowers that they've planted, okay? They're using a table to record each plant's height. So we've got plant A, 178 centimetres, plant B, which is 1 3/4 metres, plant C, 170 centimetres, and plant D, 1 metre, 80 centimetres. So the first thing you'll notice about it is they're all in different measurements, aren't we? So I'm going to give a big shout out to Mrs. Maud here, who taught me this trick. And I am going to do a little table in the corner with what we already know. So what do we know about metres and centimetres? Okay, well if I had 1 metre, I'm thinking of the metre stick in the classroom. If I had 1 metre, how many centimetres would that be? Now I'm looking at it, I'm estimating it. How many of these small centimetres would that be? I know that's 100. So that's giving me the clue straight away. So if I had 2 metres, how many centimetres would that be? That would be 200. If I only had 50 centimetres, so that's half a metre, how would I write that as a decimal? I would write that as 0.5. People are getting really good at doing this in class 3 before we broke up. And I want to know if I had 1.5 metres, let's put it that way, 1.5 metres, how many centimetres would that be? So it would be 1.5, which would be 150 centimetres. Okay, so I'm going to use that information that I now know. I'm going to wipe that off. Oh, let me just get my tissues. Let me use my hand for now until I get a tissue. I know that now. So I'm going to try and convert these so all of the measurements are the same. They're all in metres. Let's just do metres for now, okay? So 100 centimetres, which I know is 1 metre, and then 78 centimetres. I know I could also write that as 1.78 metres. Now 1 3/4 metres. Now that's a bit trickier, isn't it? Because you need to know what 3/4 as a decimal is. Now this is where I normally count in 25s with the class. 25, 50, 75, 100. Being able to count in 25s becomes really important here, because actually 1/4 of 100 is 25. So 1/4 of 1 whole would be 0.25. I know 0.25 is the same as 1/4. So I can work that out. 0.5 is the same as half. So I'm going to use 0.75 as my 3/4. So I would write that as 1.75 metres. I could hear everyone screaming at the camera there that they already knew that 3/4 was 0.75. So well done you if that was you. 170 centimetres, I know that's 1.7 metres. I'm going to put the 0 on just because I can. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. We like doing that in class 3. 1.7 metres or 1.70 metres. And this one here, it's already really done for me, but it's in words. 1 metre, so that's 1.80 centimetres. So I'm just going to rub that off. 1.8 or 1.8000000 and write it both ways. So now all I've got to do is write the letters of the plants in order from tallest to shortest. So which one is the tallest? I'm going to put them in order along here. So the tallest, I hope you can still see this on the camera, to the shortest. Shortest. So the tallest one, the biggest number here is this one at the bottom. So the tallest is D, followed by the next biggest, 1.78. So the next biggest is A. The next tallest would be this one here, 1.75. So we've got B, and that leaves us with the shortest one. The smallest one in the bunch is 1.7 or 1.70, you might be saying, and that is C. So your answer to question 1 is D, A, B, C. Let me know if you got it right, and let me know if there's anything else that I can help you with, okay, while I'm doing these videos. And trying not to have my isolation hair too crazy, because it was a bit crazy yesterday, I must admit. All right, question number 2.
Meanwhile, the virus is going.
Now, there's 4 numbers on the rapid reasoning page, and they are 457, 386, 276, and 473. Now, it wants to know which of these two numbers would add together to make 733. Now, I'm not just going to do loads and loads of calculations. I'm going to try and use my maths brain to work it out. So I've got 2 ways of looking at it, really. I know that they've got to add up to just over 700, so 733. So straight away, I can see that adding 400 and 400 together wouldn't be 700. That would be over 700. That would be 800 and something, wouldn't it? So it's definitely not those 2 added together. Now, let's have another little think. If I added 386, so that's close to 400, and 276, would that make 700 and something? So 3, 4, 5, it definitely wouldn't, would it? So I haven't got enough if I added those 2 numbers together, so I can roll those out straight away. So I'm either going to have to add that one and that one, and that one and that one, or this one and that one, and this one and that one. Now, there's one more little trick that I can use, actually, because I want numbers that add up to 733. That's a target number. Now, if I look at the units at the end, the numbers, the digits, have got to add together to make a number that ends in a 3. So a 3 in the ones column. So 6, 7, 8, 9, I can rule those 2 out. 6, 7, 8, 9, I can rule those 2 out again. 6 and 6, we've already ruled those out, but that's just another nail in the coffin, because we're definitely not adding those 2 together. So I think it's got to be this one and that one, or this one and that one. So it's got to be one of those 2. Do you know what? Just to save time, I think I've spotted that it's going to be those 2, because 460, because if you round that up to the nearest 10, it would make 460, and 280 might just get you to 733. Let's try it. 457 add 276. Put it in a column. Let's work it out. 7 add 6, 13. Looking good. 7 add 5 is 12. Add the 1 is 3. So that's 13 again. 3 in the box, 1 on the doorstep. 4, 5, 6, 7. The answer is 733. So the 2 numbers I want to add together using my maths brain, and not very much column addition at all, actually, once I'd used my maths brain, is 457 and 276. How many column additions did it take you to work it out? I hope you paused the video at the start and you had a little go at these before I'm telling you the answers. Okay, question number 3, and this is the last one. There's only 3 on the page. It says this machine has 2 operation buttons, and a screen showing the score. So in the screen, which is showing the score, is the number 352,018. So no hundreds, just 18 on the end. And then it tells me I need to press the button to add 10,000. And then I need to press another button to take away 100. Now, I'm going to use my knowledge of place value here to do an add and a take away. You've got to write Max's new score in the box at the bottom. So if I'm adding 10,000, I need to work my way through the number and find the tens of thousands column. So I've got the ones, the tens, the hundreds, the thousands. There's the tens of thousands column. If I add 1 more into that column, I would have 362,018. So let me just put that little 6 up there for a reminder. That would be my new number. Then I need to take away, actually I'm just going to write that number here because I've done the calculation, 362,018. That would be my new number. Now I need to take away 100. There's nothing in the hundreds column. So I tell you what, I'll just bunch these two numbers together for now. And I'll just imagine that I'm taking away 1 from this 20. So that would take me to, I'm just going to take 1 away from the hundreds column still, or 1 away from 20 now. And I've worked out that this number would be 3, 6. If I take 1 away from 20, it would be 19. So 1, 9, 1, 8. And that is Max's number that I'm going to put into the box. 361,918. Well done on your first day of rapid reasoning. Speak to you soon. Bye.